Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are around the world. Welcome to last AMA for 2023. It's been an amazing year. We have a lot to share with you, and I'll pass it to Brent and Ima to say hi.
Hi guys.
Hi everyone, looking forward to showing you through, I suppose, what we've achieved this year.
Cool, thank you, Ima. So I'm going to run through just a quick overview, a bit of a snapshot of some of the achievements we've had this year and the interesting things we've been working on. So I've got a couple of slides to show. Just give me one sec while I share screen. Cool, should be coming through. Can we see that, Ima?
Yeah, looks good.
Great. So we're going to give you a quick year in review. We're going to cover off on the progress we've made in 2023. We've got some messages from the broader team, people that you don't really see every day, but behind the scenes making the whole company work. And of course, we've got our AMA questions and answers. Feel free to pop any questions into the chat while you're listening along. And yeah, we also have a little sneak peek into the future as well that I'm sure you're all very excited to hear. So in terms of some of the major projects we've worked on for this year, a really big focus with our development team and our app members and our brands has been around the receipt recognition technology. The development team have really taken this to the next level and put a lot of energy into making it, better every day. And that has really helped drive the amount of receipts that we're collecting. So a really interesting figure is that in the 2023 period compared to 2022, we have collected more than 9 times the amount of receipts versus the prior year. So huge growth in the amount of data that we're getting. And that's sort of driven by a range of things, which we'll talk about in a sec. But really, really strong numbers there, which is very exciting and awesome to see. So in terms of the data that we collect, like one of the main things that we're pulling is obviously every line item on the receipt, all of the product information, the amount, the spending, all that kind of thing. But one of the key metrics that we look at is what we call general merchandise value, or GMV, and how much of that sort of value or dollar value that we're collecting on receipts, and that has increased over 750% year on year. So a massive amount of dollars that we're tracking of consumer spending. That total number has increased over 7-fold. The other interesting stat is the portion of active users, people who use the app. Maybe they're looking at their shopping lists, or they're using loyalty cards or things like that. And the number of active users who have uploaded receipts has increased over 3-fold as well. So we're seeing a really good engagement of this core feature, which is awesome because that's exactly what we want. We want more users getting more value from the platform, and yeah, it's really exciting to see the numbers on a year-on-year basis. The other thing that's been really interesting with our receipt collection, we mentioned this in the last AMA, is just the amount of stores that we can recognize. So at the start of the year and early on in the project, we started with a very small pilot group. I think it was around 20 stores at the start of this year that our technology could read and process the receipts from. Now we're over 100,000 stores, and we're working towards collecting, coverage across 100% of stores in Australia. And I think Gennady mentioned a really interesting kind of idea here that, it took us 2 years to build the technology to get to where we are today, but the technology that we've built is so scalable that that's going to allow us to move forward into new and exciting things really quickly. So that's awesome. It's really exciting to see. And now just the different types of purchases that we're seeing come through the app, from just picking up the petrol or basic groceries, right through to high-end restaurants, people sharing the receipts from them. So yeah, very interesting, but also really exciting to see that coverage increasing as well. So I'll hand over to Emma now just quickly to give us a bit of an update on the brand side of things too.
Yeah, so look, 2023 has been really strong for us as well. It's allowed us to really strengthen some of the pre-existing relationships that we've had with some of the major brands across Australia, and introduce some brand new relationships there as well. So we've spent quite a lot of time building out our offerings from a brand's perspective as well. And in this financial year, we've changed a little bit in terms of how we're able to help the brands target specific customers. We're really uniquely positioned in that aspect to be able to help them to target based on the back of receipt uploads that our customers are uploading in the system. So it's been quite a super advantageous year for the brands that we have on board, because our offering has really evolved for them as well. And then, as I mentioned to you, we've built our new advertising model. So that includes engagement levels at each step of the shopper journey. And so for the first time with Shping, our brands are able to see what happens with their customers from awareness right down into the conversion mechanics that we're really helping them achieve from within the app, and then really helping them to build and adopt loyal customers. And in a time where people are, switching with brands to help, budgetary refinements, we're showcasing to the brands that we're able to keep and retain those customers for them, and really keep their brand top of mind. So we've been really able to achieve some strong and exceptional results there for our partner brands across the entirety of 2023, but in particular since we implemented this new model this financial year. Thanks, Brent. I'll hand it back over to you.
Cool. Awesome. So look, we've just prepared a short video from some of our team members that you don't often see in these live streams, giving them the opportunity just to share, what they do for the business. And yeah, without much further ado, let's get that one rolling.
Hi everyone, my name is Gennady Volchik. I'm a founder and CEO at Shping. It was an amazing year for us. From both the development and from growth perspective. My personal highlight was working on the next destination for international rollout of Shping services. We'll announce that during the last AMA for this year. In the meantime, I would like to wish everyone an amazing 2024 and hope to see you on our catch-ups during the AMAs or during any updates on our social channels or at any events around the world. Happy New Year, everyone, and speak to you soon. See ya.
What's up, Shping community? It's Jared. It was a busy year to our tech team. Our team worked on a lot of features, improvements, and fixtures. Features such as booster coins, and my favorite, receipt recognition. So we have a lot of plans till the end of this year, and also we have a great busy plan for next year. So I'm super excited about 2024 and see you there.
Hey guys, I'm Brian. I manage the marketing efforts at Shping. It's been an awesome year. I've really enjoyed all our collaboration, team efforts, bringing together all the new projects and heaps of value for both our brands and users. I'm super excited for what's to come in 2024. And yeah, thank you all for your support. It's going to be an awesome year. Cheers.
Hi folks, I'm Kirill, Senior Mobile Developer at Shping. My highlight of the year is working on a lot of amazing features like coin boost, receipt recognition scanner, and Shping 2.0 redesign. Also, I'm so excited to work on Shping 3.0 and can't wait to get it released. So, have a good one and enjoy your 2024. Bye!
Hello Shping community, my name is Ivan. I'm a backend software engineer at Shping. The last year was full of challenges for the tech team. A lot of amazing, visible features were implemented and released, like boosters and IBM for Trust integration on the top. And a lot of hidden but sizable server-side layer solutions were also implemented and released. The next year will definitely be full of new, gorgeous features. I'd like to say thank you for your support and let's stay tuned.
Hi everyone, I'm Nelly. I work in Shping team to keep the quality high and you use our app with love, pleasure and effectively. Hats off for being with us and believing in us. Despite the huge work we have done, this is just a drop in a bucket of what we have yet to deliver to you. Love always and love a lot. We will spare no effort to add small pleasant moments to your everyday. Happy upcoming holidays.
Hey guys, my name is Ellie. I'm part of Shping's marketing department. I'm basically the person behind the social media posts as well as the newsletters you get from Shping. The highlight of my year has got to be our re-strategized marketing efforts that puts us in a better position to communicate our mission and our unique value proposition to our stakeholders as well as the larger Shping community. I was really excited to be a part of and be a witness to an improved messaging, content, aesthetic, and overall user experience for our consumers, making up for an improved and a more progressive project for our community. Thank you for sticking around with us this past year, and I hope you continue to stick around with us in 2024. I'm really excited for you to see what's in store for the years to come. See you guys.
Hi everyone, I'm Emer, the Customer Success Manager at Shping. I manage our partner brands relationships and oversee the communications that come in from our app members as well. It's been a really great and strong year for Shping in 2023. I suppose a couple of highlights for me have been the fact that we've been able to introduce a really strong model that allows our partner brands to be ultra targeted and to reach new customers and convert them into becoming their new buyers. And we've also been able to really help our app members in this time of economic crisis in achieving, the best with their budgets and really helping them through these uncertain times. So I hope you all have a really great Christmas and a fantastic start to 2024. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Will. I'm an FMCG growth specialist here at Shping. What that means is that I'm focused on growing out the partner brand side of our platform. One of the highlights for 2023 for me would definitely be starting with the team. I've only been in the role for 2 months or so, but I'm already seeing such a strong value on not only the user side, but also on our partner brand side as well. Really excited to see what 2024 can bring along. I know we definitely have some amazing things in the pipeline coming up.
Hey, my name is Jamie Wiggins. I am a FMCG growth specialist here at Shping, and I would say my highlight for the year was definitely getting my first sale, which happened a couple of weeks ago now. It was the cherry on top of just a fantastic start at the company. I hope everybody has a fabulous rest of year and a happy holiday. Bye!
Alrighty, we can take that one off now. There we go. Awesome. So yeah, look, there's a bit of a behind the scenes of some of the people that help make the project work and keep the lights on, keep things running. So now I'm just going to pull up the slides again, and we got a couple more things to go through. So yeah, look, I think one of the things that has really excited me since the start of the project has been this idea that it will become a global project, and that's something that Gennady is very passionate about, and it's really spoken to since the early days. Is that screen on, guys?
It's not at the moment, no.
It's not. Okay, great. Let me try again. And really, like for us, the goal, long term is to build this into, a useful shopping companion for, all consumers and all shopping. And really, that bold ambition there is to reach millions of people all around the world. So without too much more, I'll hand over to Gennady, and he's going to give us an update on, the future and where we're headed.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Brent, Ima. Great wrap up to the year and the highlights. Thanks for the team for putting together the video. It was great to see that all playing out for the community. As we promised, that we will be announcing today our next destination, that we're gonna roll Shping services into, and as Brent mentioned, we are a universal platform for rewards, so we need to be pretty much everywhere. Unfortunately, we can't be everywhere from day one, so they need to be steps to get there, crawl before you run. So we've pleased and excited to announce the 2 new countries that we will be moving Shping services to, which are UK and New Zealand. To give you some sort of perspective why those 2 countries, the United Kingdom and New Zealand are very similar markets to Australia. With New Zealand, a lot of our existing brands already cover both countries, and they often want to use our services in New Zealand at the same time as in Australia. So that was sort of a no-brainer for us to put on sort of the first international steps. UK, we actually contemplated between US, which would be the largest market for us, and United Kingdom. And one of the main factors why we choose to go to United Kingdom first before the United States is UK in 2023 have actually put out, made laws around crypto, crystallized, clear, and brought certainty into that space. So any companies who's operating with anything relating to cryptocurrency, blockchain, now understand that United Kingdom have laid out the legislation, the rules that one have to follow to know that them and their clients are protected as long as you do the right thing, which is very important. Unfortunately, US is not there yet. We really hope that next year we will see this development coming to US, and then we can reconsider the adding US to our list. We'll definitely be in US at one point of time. It's the largest market for us. To put things in perspective, Australia, looking at our model, a growth model, represents only 1% of the potential for Shping growth. So definitely more countries to come, but in the meantime, we are very pleased and excited to announce that Shping will become available in United Kingdom and New Zealand in the very near future. I think we could probably move to our questions. Ima, would you like to tell us what came through in terms of the questions?
Yeah, that's a great idea, Gennady. We've had a couple come in actually over this live chat, which are very similar to ones that we've already got that have come through the community. So the first one I'll start with is, why is there only 20% of tokens in circulation? Where are the rest? Burned? Question mark.
Sure. So yeah, we as per our white paper, the reserve is used to cover the compensation of users of non-partner brands. So it's a typical problem of any startup, a chicken and egg. How do you get users on board when you only relevant to specific brands? And how do you get brands on board before you get the users? So what we've done, we overcome this issue by putting up a reserve of coins. And as a consumer, when you interact with a partner brand or non-partner brand, you still get remunerated. The only difference is when you interact with a partner brand is funding those coins. But when you interact with non-partner brands, we're using our reserve. So therefore, from consumer perspective, our USP or the value proposition is very clear. Buy any products, interact with any products, and you're gonna be rewarded using the platform. So it makes it very easy for the consumers, and that's why we have such a great adoption and such a high satisfaction, because they don't really need to think, should I interact with this particular product? Will I be rewarded or not? Because they know that all products are covered. And so we will be using our reserve, which is roughly about 80%, to allow us to grow into the new markets and to cover the non-partner brand part of our business until this business will become a partner on our platform.
Awesome. Thanks for answering that one, Gennady. The next question was, when will global expansion start, which you've pretty much covered off on, but was there anything else you wanted to mention there, Gennady?
No, so it's started now. In fact, we've already been working on it for last couple of months. We've been looking at it for more than that, but talking to consultants, lawyers, industry bodies, understanding how the regulations, compliance apply, what needs to be done for us to be fully compliant and so on. So yeah, the work has began, and yeah, so it's all happening.
Awesome. Another question that's come in is, this has two phases to it. I think Shping should explore reward system with the gaming industry, whether it's blockchain related, meta related, or GameStop deals. Gamers are most acceptable to crypto rewards. Did we want to pose, it's more of a statement, did we want to answer anything on that front?
Definitely, yeah. So look, we have a specific mission. So we are a rewards program for anything related to purchases of products. And potentially, if a particular gaming platform would choose to use Shping as the utility in their own system, nothing stops them. But we, as the platform, that's not something that we are considering or looking at.
Perfect. Another one on, this is more exchange related. When will there be another exchange?
I think it's probably the most common question that we have on the AMA. Look, we are in constant discussion. And when I say constant discussion, so it's not like we have everyday meetings with those exchanges, but we've applied to probably the top 20 exchanges already, and we're keeping them up to date on our progress. One of the main feedbacks we're hearing is that typically every exchange is region specific. So they would want to see our services being offered in their sort of flagship countries or the head offices country, I think, before they consider us more seriously. But that's work in progress. We want to have Shping available to everyone to be able to convert their coins, their earnings, and so on. So therefore, that's a topic on our agenda, which we will continue to work on.
Awesome. Someone's questioned, where is the app? I can't find it on Apple.
Do we know where the
it's
so
potentially
outside of Australia and outside of soon to be UK or New Zealand, you would probably not be able to see our app. We have blocked it for a specific reason. When someone downloads our app from US or pretty much any other country, they realize that there is not much they can do with that, because it's all of the campaigns, all of the targeting is done for specific markets, and they get poor experience, which is we want to avoid for them to be disappointed, but at the same time it's unfair for us. So that's why we block the app in most of the countries, and only will be opening them up once we make our services available there.
What is the difference between Shping platform compared to Flybuys and Everyday Rewards from a brand's perspective?
It's a good question. I think for those who are listening to us outside of Australia and who don't know what Flybuys and Everyday Rewards, so we are one of the major retailers in Australia, Coles and Woolworths. They have their own retail-based loyalty program where you get points for shopping in their stores. So their objective is obviously to bring you back into their store. They don't want you to go to their competitor and shop in their competitor. But when you're in their store, they don't really care what you buy. They make probably similar margins on different products. So they just want you back into their store. What Shping does, we work with brands. We don't work with retailers at this stage, even though we have some products that we are going to be servicing the retail space as well. But our services to brands is helping brands to differentiate, so to add value when someone shops for their specific product and in any of the stores. So to put it sort of simplify, the Everyday Rewards and Flybuys are retailers rewarding you to shop at their store. Shping coins are rewarding you for shopping for specific brands in any store. So, and the funding is obviously a different source of funding. So when you're getting rewards by shopping in a particular store, it's a retailer squeezing their margin to pay it out to you. And that's why often, and I don't want to comment on the value of the those platforms, but typically there is not a lot of room because a lot of retailers work on a slim margin, or therefore there is not much that can be offered to the consumer. Once again, it's not relating to Flybuys or Everyday Rewards, but it's more of the general statement, where in Shping environment, it's not a squeeze of a margin, it's a redirect of the budget. So if a brand has, let's say, X amount of dollars that they want to spend to get their messages across to end consumer, instead of spending that money with a social media platform or search engines, they can actually pay them directly to the consumer. So it's not cutting any budget, it's redirecting the budget. And that's why the rewards that people can earn on the Shping platform are so substantial. And we get this question asked often as well: how come those rewards are so high? Who's paying for them? Where they come from? So it works out that it's gives a lot of value for the consumer in terms of the rewards, but it still cuts down dramatically the cost of the communication for the brand. By switching the budget across, they can still give you a very significant reward, but that's going to be a fraction of what they would have spent with a social media platform to get this message across to you. So if you watch the video using Shping, you will be rewarded for that action, but the cost of getting that video across to you through social platforms would cost many, many times more for the brand. And that's why it's not squeezing the margin, it's actually redirecting, and it's funded out of savings rather than out of the profits.
Awesome. This one is potentially mostly been covered off on, but you might want to value add to it. We know that you will be announcing international expansion. What guides your selection?
So we wanted to, so obviously we looked at the top markets, and one of the way for us to assess the markets and the value of the market is to see what's the average spend or the revenue that other social platforms have per active user. So for example, Facebook, they ARPU, or the revenue per active user, is about $50 a month. I think we lost Brent. At least he came off the. So
I think he'll rejoin in a moment.
He'll rejoin. To give you an example, Australia is around $27 per active user. So is New Zealand. UK is, I think, around $35. So it shows you the ratio of the activations that users, active digital users on digital platforms are generating on the platforms. So that's how we assess our top markets, and then we've used, as I mentioned earlier, other factors, the regulatory framework and compliance and so on. And that's how we came up with the New Zealand and UK as the top markets for us.
Brilliant. We've had an extremely high volume of questions come through on our live chat, so I might not get through them all, but I will do my best to cover off on as many as physically possible. So we've had a question come in that in our last AMA, we mentioned that we would expand to 200 stores by January 2024. Is this still going to happen?
As Brent had mentioned, we actually exceeded that. We are currently supporting around 100,000 stores, pretty much most of the Australian stores. And I think by probably March, April, we would be supporting 100% of the stores. So we have trained our AI to recognize receipts. And because most of the receipts, they all follow same logic. So where before we had to create a template for every store in order to be able to recognize it, now we've trained the model and we're able to recognize pretty much any of the stores that are coming in. One of the great things about using the AI and which treats receipts pretty much from anywhere around the world is that we've done some tests on major UK and New Zealand retailers, and we can the model is ready to recognize them as well. So the ramp up of the stores coverage in our new markets is going to be much faster.
Okay, quite a few more questions on store expansions for 24. Someone's questioned, how will people cash out their Shping coins?
In Australia or in the new markets?
Well, they haven't specified that, so maybe let's give a brief.
Yeah, so, we definitely will support the Coinbase integration as we do in Australia, where coins could be moved to Coinbase app and converted to local currency, which is available in New Zealand and UK, at least according to our understanding. We will probably do the cash out options as well, where people would be able to nominate their bank account and we would sell their coins on their behalf using Coinbase Exchange and get them to deposit the funds directly into the bank account.
Awesome. That wraps up the majority of the questions that have come through. So therefore ends today's AMA for 2023.
Excellent. Once again, wishing you everyone a happy new year, great festive season, a peaceful and joyful year for all of us.
Brilliant. Thanks.